Let's run it. Alright, now we're live. I've been playing with this for about 20 minutes, but let's get it, family. I'm blessed. I'm excited. I'm grateful to be here above all else. I'm tuned in from San Diego. It's been a beautiful time out here in the little time I've been here. I got here a little over 36 hours ago, and it's been just a blessing to be here, to be now, to be present. And I'm super honored, super grateful to come here and provide more insight upon the things that we're going to be getting into going into 2024. So I was able to fix the OBS and the streaming platform prior to getting on the live. Making sure that everything is in place for you guys, so that going into the new year, we all have our consumer reports in order because of what we've been exercising here on the channel. Outside of that, we've been building out an EIN number. If you guys are not familiar with the EIN number, go watch the previous lives that me and my business partner Taquan X have done upon how to set up an EIN number. Go to his channel, Taquan X, TAQUANE X, and you guys will be able to find and learn how to build out an EIN number, which is very similar to a CPN number, credit profile number, but this number is a government generated number. So you guys won't have hard times acquiring, anything with this EIN number. And so I highly advise you guys get in tune with that EIN. You guys all learn exactly the power of having multiple credit profile numbers, especially while cleaning up your guys' social security number, and what's on your guys' consumer report with your social. And I've always recommended to you guys to go out and request multiple reports, not just the big three, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Remember, there's over 330 consumer reporting agencies. If you guys are new to the channel, go look on the CFPB and you guys will be able to see there's over 330 consumer reporting agencies that are furnishing your guys' personal information, which this can stop you guys and get you guys denied credit because of whatever these consumer reporting agencies may be reporting. For instance, whom here has ever had a hard time going to open up a bank account? Let me drop this link as well too here in the Discord, and drop in the chat, in the comments, whether you're watching the replay, whether you're watching the live Discord, just the word Discord if you're not in the Discord. I highly advise everybody is in the Discord, because we're growing collectively. We're growing as a unit. We're growing rapidly as well too within the Discord. I'm loving this, that everybody is taking action within the Discord daily. That's how we're going to go ahead and truly get the things we need to get done. Just think about it. It's like, if all of us are going out and exercising this, these corporations are going to have no other option but to, budge and, get in line and fall in place and understand that, the people are starting to wake up. And what comes after people waking up, there's going to be a huge recession coming very soon. And, we are truly in the best time to understand consumer law. But going into 2024, we're not going to spend too much of our time on consumer law, more so business credit. And so that's what I wanted to come here and talk about today. I wanted to talk about, the perks of having, yes, good credit as well too. In terms of the amount of funding we'll be able to receive on the business credit side and the personal credit side. On top of that, I'm going to give you guys a couple different websites that you guys can go to actually purchase some aged corporations. So whom here is familiar with an aged corporation? Drop a 3 in the chat and write, I'm familiar with aged corporations, if you are also familiar with aged corporations. Yeah, so this Friday, me and Taquan X are actually going to be doing a live together, so definitely stay tuned for that live. Today is my second live as I'm making up for yesterday. As I was on the road traveling, just got to San Diego, and I was not able to go live yesterday. Got in from Philly yesterday. Like I said, it was a 7 hour flight, but we here in San Diego, and we'll be here for another 48 to 72 hours before we hit the road again. Three Deforestation knows about the H Corps. Okay. Three, definitely I know about the H Corps. Yeah, so the power of an H corporation and acquiring an H corporation, because a lot of times what these banks are looking at when you guys are going out and acquiring business funding is how long your business has been in operating just as a whole. They're looking, and there's two documents they're always going to ask you for at the bank: your articles of incorporation and an EIN number. Articles of incorporation and an EIN number. These are two documents they're always going to ask for when setting up a business account, when acquiring business funding. Right, these are the two documents they're always going to ask for. So make sure you guys have those on hand. And within the articles of incorporation, that's going to show you guys when the business was set up. Also, one thing they're going to be looking for is how much money has been flowing through this business account throughout the time frame in which it's been open. We want to have annually minimum 80 to 100,000 flowing through this business account to really receive the higher ends of funding on the business credit side. And so the more money we have flowing through this business, the more money we're going to be able to acquire on our end. And so it's vital to understand that an investment into an H corporation that's been open for 5 years, that's had over millions of dollars flowing through this business within the past 5 years, is going to give you guys access to multi-millions on the business funding side, not only through credit cards, but through business loans as well too. A lot of times they want to see you, how well you are throughout business, how much money your business has generated within the time frame. But if you have a corporation that's been open for some time, minimum 3 to 5 years, and it's flowing and cash flowing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars throughout that time frame, they're going to give you double to triple that amount on the business credit side. And so when it comes to business credit, they're always going to give, as what you have on the personal side, double or triple that as well too. They're going to specifically go off the personal if your business is if it's within that 2 year time frame. And so a beautiful and an amazing company or website that I have a lot of my clients go through to purchase H corporations is, let me drop this for you guys. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat box. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it in the Discord for you guys. So if you guys aren't in the Discord, this is gonna get you guys to plug into the Discord. So corporationstoday.com, that's one of the businesses. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, let's see. Whom here is familiar with that one? Corporationstoday.com. So largest inventory of shelved companies for sale, over 3,500 H corporations and LLCs for sale in about 25 different states. Buy an H shelf company through Corporations Today. They're starting anywhere from $600, from what I'm seeing, to a couple $1,000. Obviously, the more expensive ones are going to have more money cash flowing, and they're going to have been in business for some time. Even just thinking of people being and selling corporations, I mean, just think about you guys building up these corporations yourself, building up LLCs, and then you guys being able to sell them, years down the road. So having, a corporation in general is always going to be of value, and it costs, but not more than $100 to set up an organization. I have a setup for that I teach, within the mentorship on how to set up a Wyoming LLC for only $150. And that's some game right there, family. You guys want to look to set up your businesses in Wyoming, in New Mexico, and or Delaware. And so another one is businessbroker.net, and this is the last one I'm going to leave you guys with today. So I gave you guys 2 today for age corporations. That's not what I really wanted to cover today, but I did want you guys to start looking into aged corporations and getting familiar with them. And so today we're going to hop into the training. We're going to be straight to the point. We're going to be direct. We're going to be very transparent on business credit, on things we got to have established when setting up a new corporation, so that down the road we could eventually even sell this corporation, as it will be an aged corporation. And so let's go ahead and get into the training. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys are ready. And above all else, if you guys are ready, drop something in the chat that you guys are all grateful for. Let's express our gratitude before we get into the training. I'm super grateful for the sunsets. The sunset out here in California, San Diego, was beautiful today. I'm super grateful to celebrate myself yesterday. As I went to the Rod Wave concert, that was something that I wanted to do really for my birthday, which was back in September. And, come December, we out here and we celebrated it, with some Rod, and we was vibing. If y'all seen the gram, if you haven't seen the gram, I just made a post today, so definitely go show some love on that. All social media platforms at Credit Gotti. So if you guys are ever looking to get in tune with me elsewhere outside of YouTube, it's all Credit Gotti. Everywhere. We got Threads, we got Twitter. I gotta get back active on Threads. We got TikTok that we just got up. You name it, Facebook, all Credit Gotti, family. So let's hop into it without further ado. And so coming here, let's see. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. Can everybody see my screen? Let me know if everybody can see my screen. Give me some feedback in the chat box. Everybody can see. Give me a 3 in the chat if you guys all can see my screen. Today we're gonna go over the building blocks of business credit. I'm gonna give you guys a couple different business credit hacks, things that are must when setting up business credit and looking to build out our business. And so step 1 is building business credibility, right? So the perception lenders, vendors, and creditors have of your business is critical to your ability to build strong business credit. So there's over 20 credibility points that are necessary for a business to have strong, credible foundation. How many of you guys are familiar with the 20 credibility points? Right before even inquiring for any type of funding, you must meet this criteria. So let's get into it, family. So number 1 is the business name. Must make sure that the business name that you have is not trademarked. No other business has it. So one way that I have all of my mentees and individuals that are looking to set up a business go through and set up a business is through NameCheck, right? NameCheckChk.com, right? This will ensure that your business name is exactly the same That is not the same as any other corporations through that have any licensing. It'll check bank statements. It'll check all social media platforms, etc. You guys can also ensure your business name is not on the restricted list, right? So you guys can do that through NAICS/CIS code. And so the next thing you guys want to make sure of is your business address, right? I always use, I used Regis for some time. Regis is great. I'm gonna go over a couple other ones here very soon as well too. But you want to have an actual brick and mortar building, right? You want to have an address and where you're able to have mail and things delivered to that address as well too. So you want to have a physical address, not a virtual address, but a physical address as well too. And it shouldn't be the same as your guys' home address. It should be completely separate as it's a corporation. So you guys want to have it to a brick and mortar building. And Regis.com, has some cheap and affordable, addresses that you guys can use and have things mailed to and from. So the next thing you guys want to have is a phone number. Always have a 1-800 number. I also recommend having a number of where you guys are operating out of. Within our CRM that we help set up, we do have numbers in which you guys can use. So that 305 number that you guys see that's on my header is actually connected to my CRM. So and it all goes directly to my phone. So I highly advise you guys have a 1-800 number, but also another number, with the area code in which your business is in. So through the CRM, it doesn't access and give you guys the ability to have, a 305, 602, 480, 916 number, but, it allows you to have those numbers in those area codes, but it doesn't allow you to have a 1-800 number. Freedomvoice.com, they do allow you to have a 1-800 number. So I do advise that you have, one of both. But within our CRM, and if you guys are ever looking to get set up with our CRM, for all of my business owners out there, for individuals that are looking to take their business and have it more systematized, me and my team can help you. And I do have some assistants that are out in the Philippines that are helping, run, some big corporations. And we're going to get an office out there very soon as well too. That's the goal going into, this upcoming summer, is for me to go out there to the Philippines and set up an office for all of my employees out in the Philippines. And with that being said, though, have funnels built out, websites built out, everything going forward, etc., to be able to help you guys in terms of your guys' CRM and your guys' business setup. And so Freedom Voice, is where you guys can get a 1-800 number. Next is getting a business email. So Gmails are cool, but it makes it a lot more credible when you have, blank support at your company's name.com. So you guys can go to Google Business, and you guys can set up a business through Google Business. Very simple. You guys can just look it up, Google Business Email. It'll help you guys set up a Google business email address. So a couple different listings as well too. Things that you want to have done is you want to list yourself on Google. You want to list yourself on Bing, on Yahoo. So you guys can go to listyourself.net and pay $60 a year to go ahead and list your guys' self within these platforms, and it'll put you guys on the national database so that it makes your business more credible. Let's see. Take time to verify that the main agencies as well too, the state IRS, bank, and 411 national directory. Have your business listed the same way with your exact legal name. So you guys are the one whom is going out and getting your guys' kind of like building out an EIN number. When we're building out that personal EIN number, we want to get it listed. We want to get it to report. We want to get it into these, data systems so that these corporations can see, that we are legit and that we are a business. And so it's helpful to go through, these certain sites to go ahead and get your accounts and your businesses listed. So this is all prior to even setting up the LLC. This is all prior to setting up an EIN number. Understand, you don't have to pay anybody or anything extra to set up an EIN number. To set up an LLC, you guys can go to the Secretary of your guys' state and get a business LLC set up. It doesn't have to be an LLC. It can be any type of corporation, and it doesn't have to be the state that you guys actually live in. You guys can set up an LLC in any state. When it comes to setting up that address, go out and go to Regis. Go to Regis.com. You guys can set up your own address. Get it in whatever state. Get it in New Mexico. Get it in Delaware. Get it in Wyoming. It doesn't matter where you guys acquire it, but those three states specifically, why I recommend those so much is because, they don't share public information upon your guys' business. So when it comes to anybody pulling up your business information, they can't see whom is operating that business. So if you need help with your LLC, EIN, and operating agreement setup, please contact me, Credit Gotti. You guys can text 305, the number that is in the thumbnail, here on the channel. Whether you have employees or not, your business entity must have an EIN number, right? Don't matter if you have 0 employees or 1,000 employees. You guys must have that EIN number. Because this is what's going to allow you guys to open up business accounts, start building business credit, etc. The next thing you guys want to make sure of that you guys have after the LLC and EIN number is, let's see, before setting up the bank account, I do recommend you guys get that Dun & Bradstreet number set up. Also setting up your guys' Equifax business number and your Experian business number. Mandatory, set up that Dun & Bradstreet number. And setting up that Dun & Bradstreet number is completely free. There is no anything attached to it, right? It's completely free, absolutely free. A lot of the times they'll try to upsell you on certain packages or certain things within their website, but to get the Dun & Bradstreet number is completely free. So when it comes to setting up a bank account, I do recommend for new companies, as we put down here, credit unions are the best for newer companies. Credit unions and regional banks. I personally bank with PNC and Navy Federal on the business credit side. So we got one credit union and we got a regional bank. So I do recommend you guys having both. I am going to start banking with BMO. BMO is giving out, especially to quote unquote minority business owners, high limits on the funding side. So, there's a little play that one of my business partners is familiar with. And so I'm going to get connected with him and we're going to run that BMO play. And eventually, and after we run it, I'll get you guys connected with that for all of my business owners. So set up that bank account, and it is a lot more simple just to do it with a credit union in your area or Navy Federal. If you don't already have Navy Federal and you've never been in the military but you want Navy Federal, we can help you guys get that set up for only $100, $50 on the front end, $50 on the back end. And so, bank rating. Your business bank account reflects the strength of your company's revenue and how you manage its cash flow. Lenders want to know that that your business cash flow is capable of handling the business debt and expenses on a consistent basis. Very similar to on the personal side, on the business credit side, utilization doesn't matter though. They really just want to see your payment history, if you can make payments, at the time, within the time frame. So for instance, for net 30 accounts, net 60 accounts, net 90 accounts, if you guys have any of those, make sure that you guys are paying those early, if not on time. Early is better. As I always mention, to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is to be left. Always do it early. All right. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. And to be late is to be left. That goes for anything in life, especially with your guys' payments with these accounts. So let's make sure that we're staying on top of it and we're getting those accounts early. So it's a bank rating account balance. So to get you guys in the high fives, really to get the most funding, in general, you guys want to have anywhere from 70,000 to 100,000 cash flowing through this business account annually. If you guys are in this range, you guys will be able to acquire the most funding on the business credit side, and more than likely you won't need a PG at all because of the amount of cash flow that you have flowing through your business bank account. And so when it comes to building business credit, you want to get your Paydex score from NAV, and you want to set up these 3 numbers as well too. So NAV also has a lot of net 30s and net 90s and just business credit information as a whole. So for all my business owners, I do advise you guys go to nav.com just in general to get familiar with it. And so, Dun and Bradstreet, oops, Dun and Bradstreet, and obtaining the number, you guys can simply go to the website. And this is very vital in terms of setting up your guys' paydex score. So on the business credit side, there is no TransUnion. Dun and Bradstreet does take up the place of TransUnion on the business credit side, and Equifax and Experian are separate from the personal, then on the business as well too. Yes, it's Equifax Business and Experian Business, very similar names but very different departments. So when it comes to building business credit, and this is where I'm gonna leave you guys off right here, until we get into, more in depth with this, which I'm gonna come back to this and give you guys multiple different funding plays on the business credit side. I'm gonna do a call specifically in regards to funding, but when it comes to building business credit, right? Step one was to get the numbers set up, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, set up your NAV account. Step two is creating and getting vendor accounts, so you can get products and services for your business needs and defer the payments on those for 30 days. So these are net 30s. It's basically like, for instance, if I got the connect for something, and I let's say I'm moving work. I got a lot of work. And I got a lot of workers, but these workers don't have any money to pay for the work to then therefore bring them money. So what I can do is I can front them for 30 days. After the 30 days, if they don't pay me, Debo's gonna come get y'all. Or after 30 days, if y'all don't pay what is y'all work, Debo's gonna come and collect and come get y'all, and y'all gonna want to have y'all money for Debo, cause y'all know, if you know, it's gonna get ugly if you don't have Debo's money. Right, and that's the same thing with these lenders. In essence, these lenders are Debo. Your business is the workers, and to build credibility with Debo, y'all gotta make sure that you guys are paying those net 30s early. Like I said, to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. So we want to make sure that we're paying these early. So if it's a net 30, you have 30 days. You get fronted anywhere from 5,000 to, I've seen 25,000, on different net 30s, different net 90s right away right off the bat. New businesses that you guys are getting fronted, to be able to purchase certain things from different websites and different lenders, which these lenders will help you guys build business credit, which will then report to your Paydex, which is similar to your FICO on the personal side, but this is your business credit and your business credit scoring, which will determine how much funding you guys will receive on the business credit side. And so, the earlier you pay, the better that it will be for your business credit. And so, with you guys going out and paying these net 30s early, or if it's a net 60, you have 60 days to pay it. If it's a net 90, you have 90 days to make that payment of however much you've been approved for and however much you used from the amount that you were approved for. So if I was approved for 10,000 and I used 2,000 and it's a net 60, I have 60 days to pay off that $2,000 for the product that I received. There's many different shirt companies which will give you guys product for shirts. There's many different, like Uline, Granger, many different utility companies, many different, companies that have tools, that have, basic needs of businesses, mats, trash cans, lights, tape, boxing, shipping boxes, etc., shipping tape, etc. And so you want to have 5 items to report on your guys' Paydex score, before looking to go acquire anything with no PG. And these aren't using your guys' personal credit neither. No personal credit inquiry will be pulled. This is all simply from the business credit standpoint. And so, once again, family, that is where I did want to leave you guys off with today. The next call that we're going to get into, I'm going to show you guys how to acquire funding over $250,000 on the business credit side with no PG. So I'm looking to do that probably on Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to go more in depth with some consumer law things. Thursday we'll have some things in which we'll cover Tomorrow we will be live 10 p.m. Eastern time, as we are every single Wednesday. And tomorrow I'm gonna do another 2 calls as well too, to make up for Sunday, because Sunday we were at the Eagles game and the connection was not going at all. So Sunday and Monday we had some errors, so that's why we went live 2 times today, and that's why tomorrow I'm gonna go live 2 times as well, in the morning and then at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys got your notification bells turned on. Make sure you guys that are watching the recording, you drop some likes, you give a feedback as well too in the comment, and you guys above all else, get into the public Discord. It's completely free, no upcharge, nothing, nothing attached to it, just free game and somewhere where you guys can ask questions and learn and grow with the YBC community. And above all else, if you guys are not in the mob, I highly advise you guys invest $25 into the membership level on the YouTube, to not only get access to exclusive videos within the YouTube channel, but also to go ahead and get included within private and exclusive chats within the Discord as well too. Once you do get into that public Discord, how to get access to it once you get into the public Discord, simply drop a screenshot, send that to me via Discord, or the number that is on the thumbnail, and I will get back to you guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. I'm gonna see you guys all in the rising. Peace, love, and light. Get rested up, and let's take action, family. We out.